Alright, so immediately after I stopped recording, I burped, and I started to get a very, very incredibly sharp pain in the pit of my stomach. I ate that pepper on an empty stomach. Wasn't such a good idea. The burning didn't last very long in my mouth. It was pretty much gone when I stopped recording. It actually kind of left about the same sensation as you might get from eating a lot of minty candies or something. It felt pretty good. So disappointed by the pepper. About 20 minutes later now, I've got some food in my stomach. So I'm good to go again. Here I have a quarter teaspoon of the bomb Final Answer hot sauce. It tastes like shit, but it puts a dry ghost pepper to shame, and I gotta use it for something because it's not good to eat. So bottoms up. Yep, tastes as horrible as ever. The feeling in my mouth must still be pretty numb from that ghost pepper because I'm not really feeling a whole lot. It's starting to make my my fluids run again, and my face is warming back up. I can kind of feel it on the back of my throat, and surprisingly under my tongue, which that I'm not used to. I've never had this stuff that much at a time before. I've actually got toothpicks I use for droppers for that stuff because it's so strong. It tastes terrible. It's painful. It stains clothing very easily, doesn't wash out. It leaves a rash if it touches your skin. You could really hurt someone with it. I could really use a drink. I don't have any milk. There's really nothing to say about this stuff other than it's really hot. It's not like the pepper. It doesn't have any kind of a decent flavor to it or anything. When I've had this stuff before, it's just like anything else hot in your stomach. It just feels like you've got a heavy rock at the bottom of your chest. If you ever wonder what it's like to be shot, how painful that can be, I'd suggest eating a ghost pepper first, or some of this, because it's pretty bad. I'd say don't try this at home, but I like to lead by example. And being a liquid, this stays with you a lot longer than the dried pepper will. It's actually so bad that the fluid's coming out of my face when I try to wipe them off with Kleenex. My tears actually pick up the spice and burn my eyes. The inside of my nose is on fire. My whole mouth is burning. It's quite a rush. To anyone that ever thinks that they might have a shot at a hot wing challenge or anything like that, this would be a good way to practice. If you can call it practice, because you can never get used to something that's hot. The burn in my mouth is finally starting to tone down a little bit, but my eyes are still a little sore, and starting to feel it in my stomach a little more too. If you do eat something like this on an empty stomach, you're probably going to want to puke, because it's really that painful. And you do not want to touch your eyes or your face with your hands. You want to wash them very, very well. Regular hand soap isn't very good, but dish detergent or clothing detergent or any kind of strong detergent can help. Milk will help reduce the burn in your mouth as long as you keep drinking it. But too much of it in your stomach will make that worse, and you'll probably end up puking from it if you do too much. Pepto-Bismol can't touch this stuff. The only thing you can do is wait for it to run out of your stomach and be ready for some pretty bad diarrhea, because the chemical capsaicin will do that to you. That's what causes the spice reaction in your body. It doesn't generally cause tissue damage, but it messes with your nerves, and that's why you feel the pain from it. Too much at one time can actually overload you and knock you out, putting you in a coma. I'm still crying from it. It's pretty warm. But that's about all there is to it. It's a good experience if you've got the balls for it. It's not for the faint of heart, and it's hot.